What's up guys, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Yuta using Gojo's body and therefore using Infinite Void, his domain expansion. So, close up on the face, let's go. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause, we'll go too fast. So we got like the fingers, that thing coming down the middle and then two eyes either side. So we'll start with the eyes on the side. So center point, my page is about there. So we'll come up over to the right a little bit, just above halfway slightly. And we'll start with that top eyelid line, right? So we'll go up, and then it sort of curves around. So big wide eyes now. He's looking real sort of intense. So it's like curved along the top here. Okay. And then we will go down, curving there. Okay, so that's like the top eyelid sort of shape. And then we'll like keep going down around to the tear duct. Sometimes they leave a gap, like a gap between those two lines. See that? You could join them if you wanted, of course. But we'll just go right around up to there. And that's basically your eye shape. Okay. Now we'll add details. So Gojo's got those big purple eyelashes. And we have a tear duct sort of line in there, right? So you get this sort of effect right in the corner here. And then we get the eyelashes and stuff that come out from there. So say from here we do a little spike, right? And we start doing the eyelashes all the way around, right? So you start like just spiking eyelashes up and down. There can be sometimes a gap here, and then they start going like the other way out this way. Lots of different ways of doing this now. You don't have to do it like exactly the same way as me. The manga like does it like crazy sort of scratchy sort of, so it's not even. But we'll do like a anime style because it's easier to add color to the eyelashes then. So a little bit of eyelash down here, and the way they normally do it is just like this, and then some 4 sort of eyelash lines coming out there. They don't sort of draw in the bottom eyelashes at all, which is interesting. And then I think we have like a bit of like a cheek line or an eye line just going that way. So circle in here, and it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. It's kind of like a diamond in the manga. So we'll just draw, we'll go as circular as we can, I guess, but it's not essential that it's perfectly circular because his eyes, I think, are like kind of vibrating. So, well, that's the effect I get from the manga anyway. Okay. And then pupil, just a dot, very focused, thin pupil, right? And then there's like an eyelid line kind of, where will I put it? It's kind of like behind the eyelashes. So, yeah, well, we'll go maybe this way with it. Then like over here. Okay. And then his eyebrow line. So it's got like a little sort of arrow going that way, like just above the tear duct sort of area. And then it just curves itself. Kind of like a check mark or like a real pointy sort of eyebrow going that way. And then we'll do the other side, and we get thinner as we go back to the back, right? So thin, very thin back here. And then we got like texture lines. Going back that way. Okay, so that's his eye. We're going to do this over this side, and the fingers will come down the middle, right? So you don't see any mouth or nose or anything, so it's way easier So we go, well, hands are tricky, but you know, in terms of face, this width of his eye will fit between his two tear ducts. So you have an eye distance here, and then from this, you know, proportion wise, you go over that much. Right, so this can fit in between here, and that's where your next sort of eye will start, right? So you can easily fit this eye in here, right, just to where his sort of tear duct starts. And then we'll go over, take our time, don't mess up. And then, yeah. So you want it to be, you know, about the same length as this one as well. And height, you know, roughly. So like they kind of line up. You know, you can use a ruler for these things, like if you want, you know, to make sure your pen, like that works too. You know, they sort of roughly line up there. And they're roughly the same length. And that length is the same in there. So that's proportion for human eyes. And then we go down the corner again. And then around underneath. Okay. And then we get like tear duct stuff, like a little sort of bump just there. It's not completely drawn in. You just kind of suggest it. And then we start trying to do those big old Gojo eyelashes. So like a little spike there. And then we go around the eye basically. And we just keep adding these little spikes up. And then there's usually a little like space where the eyelashes change direction. Going that way. And then it comes down to a little point just at the corner of his eye there. Right? And then that sort of row of eyelashes, those sort of lined eyelashes there, little sort of cheek line. And then we do iris and pupil. Again, a circle. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Of course, if you want it to be a perfect circle, you can use stencils, compasses, all that kind of thing. And the pupil, bang in the middle. Right, and eyebrow, well, sorry, eyelid line. Should have done that first. Oh, where does that go? So we go, and we'll just go over the eyelashes with this. More or less. Right, and then we'll try the eyebrow again, like a pointy arrow sort of thing there. And lower down on that side for some reason. Maybe we should bring this one lower as well. Is it lower? Yeah, the drawing. Yeah, okay. All right. I won't question it. And some texture on the eyebrow. Okay. And that's basically features of the face that we can see. Okay, so the hand come down this way. So we got this thing, right? So we got like a finger right between his eyebrows. We'll do the one that's in front first. So a finger there. And then it curves down the back, right? So your fingers kind of have 3 segments. You could do relatively straight. It doesn't have to be like crazy big or anything. It's kind of curving this way. Okay. And then we've got a fingernail going that way, right? So you got like a bit of a fingernail there. And then, so this one sort of would be the best way to do this. So we go, kind of bends this way down, right? There's no, they don't really draw knuckles in the anime. So, yeah, maybe we can leave it like that. Maybe a little knuckle line or something, just starting. And the other one that's in behind, right? So, let's say it comes out sort of here, right? And the tip of it kind of pointing up. They don't really draw a fingernail here as well, but maybe I will. It goes around there. Maybe there should be a fingernail there. So, and then we go down, out to a knuckle, down again, and you might see some like skin or something here. Okay. And then, so we have, what's this? So this is his middle finger, that's his ring finger. So the middle finger's behind. So then we have, no wait, middle index finger. So ring finger next, so bent, curved over. So we go diagonal here. And then this bends like this way, down like that. And then it goes kind of back to a knuckle line. And then there should be like a knuckle here. And then sort of the back of the hand comes down relatively straight this way then. Yeah, and then we might as well keep going with this. So it just goes down off the page there. Just like the back of his hand. And then we have his pinky. So we got like another sort of start of a finger and a knuckle, sort of there. And then this comes over this one. And then down. So that means this one should go in behind this one. Down in there. There's a fairly big gap there, so we should see some finger sort of that way, I'd say. Okay, right, and then the pinky then will go sort of down. So you have one knuckle, second knuckle goes that way, and then wraps around into there, and then we bend up there, and then we curve that way, and then it rejoins the hand there somewhere. You could have like fingernails and stuff all here. Okay, so the thumb sort of sticks up just here, right? So we'll go that way, and then it comes down and like joins like the palm of his hand sort of down here somewhere, and then a hand line that way, and his wrist starts to go there. Okay, more or less like that. Okay, so that pinky should like go maybe a bit skinnier there, but Okay, I think that'll do for the hand. And hands are tricky, so do your best. So his face shape comes out from here, right? So we get his jaw that way. And then maybe it's a bit narrower, so we'll go just from the thumb to there. And then we'll go up, change direction towards the corner of his eye. Like so. And then he's got like some hair, so it's like, it's that Yuta sort of hairstyle, right? So you got like some hair spikes here. So it is Gojo hair, but it's kind of like pushed up a bit. All these spikes sticking out, right? And then the fringe comes across. And we got that scar underneath as well. So I tell you, I'll add his ear in here. And we have like just some ear lines and stuff inside. Right, simple like that. And we'll do maybe his ear on this side as well. And we'll just sketch it in lightly. Okay, so we'll try and get the fringe in across the top. I'm using like a couple of different pictures now. So let's see. We'll get like a little spike going across here maybe. And then some that go, maybe one more there, and then little ones that hang down this way. Then there's a bit of a gap, so you got this zigzag hairline just coming across here, and then some more spiky spikes. Some start to go up then. And then back down. And then up this way. So you're just spiking it sort of in lots of different directions, right? And there's like some textures up here, and maybe make some going that way off the top of the page. And we'll finish the spikes over this side too. Remember, hair moves and it like blows in the wind and stuff, so it doesn't have to be exactly like the way I'm doing it. So it goes in different directions sometimes, you know. Oh, finish this ear. So you do sort of easiest way is a letter J, that kind of shape. And you can add a little bump or two inside, again, if you want more detail. And we got to do that little scar that comes across his head. And it's kind of done like just a sort of a broken curved line coming across the forehead, underneath his hair, going that way. And then there's just these stitches like boxes, kind of like capital letter H's sort of. In there. Okay, neck, should we see mouth? Maybe we should see a nose line. I'm just trying to think. Should we see like a little bit of his mouth on this side? Perhaps, maybe. I'm trying to think now. Maybe not, actually. I'll come back to that. We'll come back. So his neck muscle is quite a big neck. There. And then there. And the neck muscle going in that way. Another one there. And then his shirt kind of like curves around just the neck muscle. That way. And then his trapezius comes out this way. So like his shoulders. Again, he's got big trapezius. It's nice. We'll go this way maybe. And then that way. And it'll go off the page, I would say. Right, and then some like textures around here. Rightio. And maybe like a couple more hair spikes just to fill in these little gaps here. And just tidy up some lines maybe. Sometimes if you thicken up the iris line, it makes them look a bit more intense as well. Oop, smudged it. Fix that. That's annoying. Smudged. I'm ending the video soon, I swear. Hold on. Okay, Yuta, Infinite Void. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.